Okay. Hello, everyone. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the It's Hard to Explain podcast. It is Christmas, and we are amped for it.
It's not quite Christmas yet, but we're getting there.
Christmas!
It's the jolly season.
It's close enough to the jolly season.
Indeed.
Oh, that's the green giant. Sorry.
Huh?
It's the jolly green giant.
You said ho, ho, ho. I mean, so does Santa.
But you have to say it right. If you don't say it right,
You gotta be like,
the context is not Santa.
Ho, ho, ho. He's just a pirate.
It's just a pirate.
Instead of dropping off pleasants, he plunders booty.
Pleasance?
Pleasance.
And
Presents.
Keegan, he just cannot talk these days.
I know,
No,
right?
he can't. He's losing it.
Yeah, license plate. Santa breaks into my house, and as he's flying away, I yell, "Get his plate!"
Get his plate.
All right, boys, what are we talking about today?
We're catching up first, man.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer mustard.
What are you talking about? We're not friends. We're coworkers.
I'm a good boss, I promise. How's it going, boys? It's been very busy. Very, very busy.
I haven't played PC in like a week.
I haven't
Neither
either.
have I. I'd hop on, stare at my screen, and then just turn it off.
I hopped on Helldivers yesterday, and it was nothing new.
I 100%ed Ragnarok, so now I have nothing. My life
No, I
is
have nothing.
void. My life is null and void now.
Well, you got a new thing, didn't you?
Car.
I got a new pair of underwear.
Talk about your car, but
Oh yeah, I got a new car.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had to sell old. I had to trade in old vehicular manslaughter because,
Yeah.
as the name suggests,
People,
not
hurry.
very safe.
Get in the way.
Okay.
I was driving a 2004 Honda Accord that was it was on its last legs. It had like almost 300,000 miles on it, and I traded her in, didn't get much, and got me a 2023 Nissan Sentra.
Nice.
I was
It's a very nice car.
I was expecting
Yeah, it
him to
is
get
pretty
$20 and a firm handshake for that car. It's a little more than that.
Like a
but
game exchange
He
thing.
gave, he gave me a couple hundred
Pocket
bucks
lint.
for the
Like,
old car.
I'll give you a Nintendo 64 in return. You get 2010 WWE SmackDown versus Raw for the Xbox 360. It's very specific because it actually happened to me. So
and it's very scratched up and barely
it's
runs.
a good game, but not worth a Nintendo 64.
I'm surprised
I'll tell you that.
GameStop hasn't gone out of business yet.
I thought they did.
This was at Game Exchange.
We should pump and dump their stock again.
That'd be funny.
Also, Adam, you talking about your Honda Accord reminded me of mine.
Oh yeah, he used to have a
It bit
Honda
the
Accord.
dust too early. It was too young.
Definitely,
It fucking died.
because
How did it die? Jay?
killed it.
the thing with those like old, well, not old specifically, but any Asian sedan, whether it be like Honda, Nissan, Hyundai, if you fucking take care of those things and make sure to keep up with their maintenance and do the oil changes regularly and all that shit, like if you take care, like good care of them, they will run forever.
It'll last you forever.
It's like if I take care of that car, it only has like 40,000 miles on it. If I take care of it, it can get me to 300 easy. So
It will outlive you and your family for generations.
it wouldn't
to
surprise
come.
me. But honestly, like if I pay it off and it has like 100,000 miles on it or something, and well, it'll have more than that. But if it's still in good shape, I can fucking trade it in and get a new car when I'm ready. Like
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would ever buy a brand new car. Maybe like way later down the line, but like I don't
If
know.
you can afford
well,
it.
that
if I
one's
can afford it.
that one's new used.
Yes.
So it's a 2023, but it was used and it only has 44,000 miles on it. So
I'll always go.
that's the
used.
way to do it.
Yeah.
If you find like a nice newer model car that's still in good shape and someone had and drove for a little bit, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. Congratulations on your new car.
Thank you.
Yes,
None
may it
of us
serve you
have
well.
New cars.
I do.
You what?
I have a
I'm talking about
relatively
brand
new
new
car.
cars, man. Like recent, like
Recently acquired.
right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you have a newer car.
I was
Caleb.
raiding a level 6 dungeon. I got to the chest at the end, and I got a 2023 Nissan Sentra out of it. Unfortunately, a Mimic ate my old car along the way and spat me back out 2 gold shekels.
What's the thing that one Elden Ring chick says?
I offer you an Accord.
Offer you an Accord.
Holy shit!
I did almost get a brand new from the Honda dealership, not used, brand new 2024 Honda Accord.
Yeah.
How much were they asking?
I think it was like just under 30. It was like right around 30.
It's more than my truck.
That is a big boy investment, man.
Yeah, I got that Nissan for 20.
It's still good.
Yeah.
So I almost got it though. I really did. It got really annoying though because I looked at it on the website for like 5 minutes and then like I was like, I'll think about it more, and I closed the website and I got like 15 calls from motherfuckers at the dealership who were like, "Oh yeah, I saw you looking at it on the website. Are you interested?" And it's like, I mean, kinda, but I'm shopping. You know, I'm not gonna jump on it. And it's like, oh, okay, well, let us know if you change your mind, and then 10 minutes later, I'd get another call and be like, "Hey, you interested yet?" And it's like, no. I gotta say, my interest is growing dimmer. If you keep calling me.
Keep asking me.
Wait, how did they know you were looking at the website?
I think it was because I wanted to get like a quote on financing, so I put in like my email
Oh,
and shit like that.
that's a fatal mistake.
It is, but it's like I wanted financing information, and that's where they get you. Is like if you want it, you have to fill out the shit and then put in some form of contact information,
Yeah.
and they'll send it to you, or they'll give you the information right then and there as soon as you put the contact information in. But then they can call you.
Yeah.
So
I went with Adam to the dealership while he was signing papers because I was doing nothing else. I was like, I'll go with you. Why not?
yeah, and I enjoyed the company.
And while we were waiting, there was this lady that saw a Jeep truck, one of the ugliest types of cars that exist.
Gladiator.
Yeah. I don't like Jeeps or the truck variant.
not very
This lady
aerodynamic.
saw it, and it was like a neon green Jeep truck, and she saw it, and she was like, "Oh my god, it's perfect! I think I might get it." And I'm
And
like, "You're waste."
it said Willie's on the side
Yeah,
of the hood.
I was like, I'm like, that's the biggest waste of money I've ever seen.
Dude, so speaking of Jeeps, two things. First off, when it comes to Jeeps not being that great, just a perfect image is like the aerodynamics of a Jeep versus a cow.
Or a
And
lobster.
The cow is more aerodynamic than a Jeep.
A fucking
Jeep-
lobster's more aerodynamic than a Jeep because a Jeep is literally a box on wheels.
Yeah, it's literally a box on wheels.
Yeah, and it's so funny because it shows all like the airflow currents around them. It's just like, yeah, the cow is like 10 times more aerodynamic.
Are you familiar with the death wobble for Jeeps?
I mean, I know what death wobble is, but
Apparently, it's really bad with Jeeps.
Is it like when my Xbox gets the red ring of death?
I mean, sure.
But the
Struggles
other
to
thing,
stay alive.
the other thing about Jeeps is that whenever I was in the back office signing the paperwork, and like I went off to grab something real quick, and I came back, Kagan, he hung out in the office, and him and the guy were just chit chatting, and Kagan.
You didn't tell him we have a podcast,
No.
did you? Okay.
no, I didn't do that to him.
Hey, you want to give me the podcaster's discount?
We're famous. We have 8 followers on Spotify.
Okay, that's something in this world.
But
This is doing numbers.
and 3 of them are my mom.
8 of
her
them.
alts.
Sorry, Adam. What?
But I came back just in time to hear Kagan be like, "Yeah, I thought you'd, tell him like, yeah, we can't get you in the car, so we'll get you in a 2015 Jeep Wrangler." And he goes, "Jeeps fucking suck."
Just said that flat out.
Just
to
said
him?
that flat out, and the dude looked at him and went, "We're a Jeep dealership because it's Campbell Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram." It's like, bro, shut up.
I didn't say
It's
Jeeps
like walking
fucking
into
suck. I
Olive
just
Garden and being like, "Oh man, I fucking hate Italian food." It's,
said this is an
I
Italian
hate to
food
tell you, sir.
restaurant. No, I didn't say verbatim Jeeps fucking suck. I did express my disdain for them, but I didn't say
You did.
No, I
I
didn't.
walked in just in time to hear you say, "Man, Jeeps fucking suck." Like,
Should I like say it under your breath or something?
no.
he
I
said
didn't
it
say
out loud.
Jeeps fucking suck. I just said they're not good vehicles.
no,
You
No.
are shit. You just okay. Never mind.
But yeah, I was like, Kagan, shut up. It's like right now my rate is like 300 and something a month for 72 months. It's like if you keep talking, it'll be 1,000 a month for 36
Oh,
months.
I should have kept going just to see
You're
if
gonna
I could.
increase it for every insult.
Every insult towards the beauty that is
I didn't
Minecraft
realize it was.
car.
I didn't realize it was a
Minecraft
Jeep
car.
dealership, man. I just
Campbell, it says it on the front. There's
was-
giant logos:
says Jeep.
Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram.
well, it's not just a Jeep dealership.
What was that?
It's not just a Jeep
Say
dealership.
something about deep.
Deep.
I heard deep dealership.
It's not just a Jeep dealership.
It's not
so
just a
like,
deep dealership.
It's like, man, I really want a Jeep.
have an aneurysm.
But
It's like,
hey.
man, I really want a Jeep, and it's the meme of the Deep looking back. He's like,
I've never. I don't like car dealerships to begin with. Just
I don't either.
With my experience and getting my truck, and then when Kayla had her wreck and got her new truck, they straight up said we're not going to sell you a truck because she told them who I am and who my mom is. And we raised such a fucking fuss
They
over there
remembered.
that she was like, "Yeah," they were like, "Yeah, we're not gonna sell you a truck because of that." And it's like, good, y'all
not gonna-
fucking suck. Like,
I'm not gonna lie to you. whenever I told Shay that you were coming with me to dealership, she was like, "Do not let him talk." And I was like, "Why?" And she told me that, and I was like, "Oh." And then I come back to hear you insulting a quarter of the things they sell.
I'm wrong.
I'm standing up at the desk pointing finger at him. James fucking suck and you know it.
You just peaked so hard.
I know.
Peak finger.
Ham finger.
Fingies.
Fingies. Okay, that's enough small talk. Anybody else have anything interesting?
No, Adam, you have one more thing. That joke was really funny.
Oh, yeah. So hear me out, okay? So a snake walks into a bar, and the bartender asks, "How'd you do that?"
That's funny, Ethan. Laugh. Okay, never
Say the
mind.
thing.
Boo womp.
Say the line, Bart.
Womp womp.
Ethan. Say the line.
What's the line?
That's funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
As you can tell, we are very jolly.
Yeah.
It's the holiday season. We're happy campers over here.
Are we?
Even with the current geopolitical situation of the world. But
Relatively speaking, we're jolly.
Yeah.
All I want for Christmas is
My two front teeth.
fresh, clean air.
non-irradiated air and water supply, please.
Yeah.
I want to wake up tomorrow morning, please. I can't believe I'd ever say that.
You never say that?
I can't.
I never say that.
I don't either.
You know what? Never mind.
I hope
Fuck it. Have some fun, Putin.
You're like Uncle Ruckus. I apologize for my outburst.
I apologize for my outburst.
Yeah. So far, work has just been rough for me. Just orders upon orders, and with it being close to Thanksgiving, we have such a small window of time to get it done that they're like, "Why isn't it done?" It's like, dog, I'm not a robot. I can only move so fast.
Yeah, like I said, I deliver for work, and the stores, they get deliveries on certain days of the week. And since the holiday's coming up and we'll be closed for some of those days, the stores are having to like order up in advance to prepare for not getting a truck for like a whole week. And yeah, it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
work has been okay for me, but school has been kicking my fucking ass, dude.
Yeah. Around this time of year, that's usually when
It's
starts
almost
to get
over.
bad.
The
I mean,
semester's almost
Jake-
over. It's
Yeah.
just
You haven't committed that much time and money. You should just like drop out.
Yeah.
That's what I've
have
said.
Fuck your
one
future.
semester left.
This podcast thing's
Maybe
really
two.
working out. Like you should just
This
Dude.
one's doing numbers. Come on.
Yeah, I gotta.
Just jump ship.
Put down the lease on the Lambo. Come on, man. What you waiting for?
we getting out the projects with this one.
I mean, I had the kick. I had the biggest kick in the balls the other day because I got my schedule figured out for next semester, which I thought was going to be my last, which can be. So I have a decision to make. But next semester is going to be busy as shit because I'm going to be up campus Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then work all day Friday, and then work Monday morning, Wednesday morning, and then the weekends. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll be on campus from 9 to 9. So, super fun.
So it's
Super
either
fun.
absolutely just cram your life chock full for one more semester and be done with it, or maybe divvy that up between 2 semesters and not just.
Well, here's the thing. If I get, it's just 4 classes, but they are sprinkled out just enough to where it's hell for a day because I'm up there all day and it's in-person classes, so none that I can take online. So if I pass this next semester, I can graduate. But I won't graduate with my certificate in graphic design, which I want.
You'll say, then what's the point? Yeah. If you were going to school for graphic design, I'd imagine you want to get the certificate
I
saying
wasn't
that.
going to school for graphic design.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, web design and development is my major.
Oh,
and then
okay.
IT is my minor, and then I'll have a certificate in graphic design. But to get that certificate, I'll have to go for another semester for 3 classes, which isn't bad, but I'll graduate in December. If they let me.
If they let you.
Because they said that they weren't letting people walk after this year in the fall. So
It's like
I may
you're
have to wait
gonna-
until 2026.
You're going to be stuck in school forever.
Yeah,
Have fun with
I've
that,
been-
jackass.
Doing it forever, and I'm ready to be done with
Yeah,
it.
you should be like this guy and just like stick metal together for a living.
Oh, yeah. Hey, but my curriculum was supposed to only be 2 years, but then they just decided, yeah, we can just keep adding classes because fuck you, that's what we want to do. So anytime I thought I was getting closer, be like, oh wait, you actually have to do this class as well, and it's like, release Release me!
Release me!
I have served my time. I have done my classes. Let me go and give me my certificates.
It doesn't work that way.
Dean, give me 3 more classes,
and my life is yours. Yeah, but
Bottom line is hell.
it'll you'll get over it.
Jake's
It's
on he's just on his Sigma male grind set, you know? Like,
he's in his winter arc.
yeah. He's on his redemption arc right now.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty much all I've been up to though. Just school, work, podcast.
Cringe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're no longer human. You're just
A drone.
You're just the grind. You've
lives
become
the
the
grind.
I
grind.
am the grind.
You've just become the grind. Every time I talk to you, you're just hollow-eyed. Just
Yeah. It's draining, dude. It is draining.
yeah, I can tell.
But that's enough of that. What is the topic for today, boys?
Well, in spirit of the Christmas time, everyone has a tradition that they kind of do each year.
yeah.
What's so funny,
I
Adam?
was reading the sticker on the side of Ethan's cup. It says how to properly greet a homeless man asking for change, and it's an elbow strike technique. It says proper elbow strike technique. Hand open and thumb anchored to the chest. Tip of elbow will fillet a face wide open.
Did you get that sticker, Ethan?
Jesus Christ!
My attorney has advised me to not answer that question.
Okay.
Guard is always up. A powerful elbow strike is 80% body, 20% shoulder. Body generates power from hips and core rotation. Like, I'll start using that.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying. We all have traditions, whether it be big or small, but there's traditions around the world because people don't all celebrate Christmas because, different religions don't believe in Christianity. So we're going to take a glance at some of the other traditions from around the world and see how they do things.
Indeed.
Yeah. I was just about to say that.
Yeah. It's just,
Y'all should have had the Me Too, bro. Me
everyone
Too.
has the holidays. Everyone has the holiday season. And not everyone celebrates the nice white version that we have, which is Christmas with Santa and Jesus.
Santa and Jesus.
There's a lot of just,
They're the same
just
person.
strange,
I'm gonna get flat.
strange little things that people do around the world.
You may have to
Yes,
edit that
Adam.
out.
Who wants to lead us into it? I mean, I can open us up with something light.
Yeah,
ahead.
let's do that.
Go ahead.
So here's a pretty light one.
Okay.
I couldn't find I didn't look hard enough to find the name of this tradition. But in Germany, apparently, it's a tradition to hide an ornament somewhere in the Christmas tree that's shaped like a pickle. You hide it in the tree, like really deep in the branches, and the children will all search the tree for the pickle. And whoever spots it first is said to get a special reward from Saint Nicholas himself.
You get a pickle.
I've come for your pickle.
And to this day, apparently, there are a lot of families that hide a pickle somewhere in their Christmas tree.
Yuck.
Not a real pickle.
Okay.
Pickle ornament. Well, I don't think it's a real pickle.
Okay, I understood that completely wrong. I thought
They might. I don't know. They might attach some string to a fucking pickle. And
no,
just hide it in there
no.
somewhere.
I thought that the Christmas tree was shaped like a pickle.
No. It's just a little pickle, either a real pickle or an ornament that they hang somewhere deep in the branches of the tree, and the kids search for it like a needle in a haystack.
That just reminded me of that Rick and Morty episode where they go to that planet where everything's on the cob.
It reminds me of the Rick and Morty episode where he's a pickle.
Yeah, a pickle Rick.
That's like episod came out when I was in band, and that's all everyone ever said.
Hey
Long
guys,
ago,
I'm
Pickle
Rick, shut the fuck up! Practice your instrument.
Blow on your little magic flute.
Blow on your reed.
I mean, they'd be in the practice rooms, and you'd hear, Pickle Rick.
Adam,
I'd say it was worse when
Where
people
are they
would
now?
like just show up at a McDonald's and kick down the door, jump up on the counter, and start screaming for Szechuan sauce.
Ooh.
I'd say that was worse than Pickle Rick.
Yeah.
Me and Jake did that.
Jake, you said my name. Did you have something?
I did.
Yeah, you said Adam, and then I said the thing about Szechuan sauce.
Oh yeah. Okay. I was going to say I haven't heard of that one. That tradition.
Yeah, I had never heard of it until I was looking into weird traditions.
Yeah, whenever I was looking into it, I saw it a few times. I didn't pick it though.
Yeah, I had never heard of it, and I was like, that's silly. That's
That's
silly.
silly.
It's kind of funny that they correlate pickles
Oh,
with good luck and Santa.
I get it. Saint Pickles,
Pickles Cage.
jolly old Saint Pick.
That reminds me of Arsenic.
Arsenic. Human Torch's legal name.
Arsenic.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right,
So
tell us about something.
I got the Yule lads in Iceland. And
Silly
Icelandic
place.
kids
Silly
don't
place,
just get
that
one
Iceland.
Santa Claus, they get 13.
Huh?
They get 13 mischievous trolls roaming in the country the fortnight before Christmas, like Snow White's
Fortnite?
seven.
Fortnite.
Sorry.
Like Snow White's 7 dwarves, each of the 13 Jolibsnar, or Yule lads, has its own personality, including doorway sniffer, spoon licker, sausage swiper, candle stealer, curd gobbler, and the ominously named window peeper. Each take
All of
turn-
those sound awful.
Wait, can we pause there and talk about those? Curd gobbler? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he comes into your house and he gobbles your curd.
Is it like cheese
Give me your
curds?
cur-
Do you want me
let
to
gobble your curds?
Do you want me to run back the names?
Yes, please.
Okay, so there's doorway sniffer.
Okay.
This isn't all of them, but this is some of them. Doorway sniffer, spoon licker, sausage swiper, candle stealer, curd gobbler, and the ominously named window peeper. Each takes turns visiting children who leave shoes in their bedroom window, dropping off pressies for the good kids and depositing rotting potatoes for the bad ones.
What? Dropping off what?
Pressies? It present.
It's,
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
It's the Norwegian word for presents.
no.
So
Doorway sniffer.
what do you mean?
Someone ripped ass here.
What do you mean Norwegian? Ethan, what do you mean Norwegian? It's Iceland, dog.
Norway, Iceland, they're the same place.
Also, Iceland.
They both go hinga dinga
They
durgan.
both hinga dinga durgan.
I've said before, Iceland is I don't know if I've said it on the podcast. Iceland is a goofy place. It's basically a big old island of nothing but active volcanoes, and those volcanic fumes really give them some wacky ideas.
Rad.
Yeah, and I know that like you said, there's 13. He named 6 of them. I remember there because I think Sam and Ella talked about them in a video. There was one whose name was just Meat Hook, and he had a hook for a hand, and he'd come in your house and
Isn't
hook
that a
meat
song
and
in
steal
Doom?
it. Yes,
It's a
from Doom
weapon in
Eternal.
Doom.
it's a weapon and a song in Doom
Oh.
Eternal.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's a good song too, like all of them.
All
but
of
yeah,
the songs in Doom Eternal are good.
I remember there's another one named Meat Hook who just has a hook hand, and he'll come into your house and hook the meat off of your counters and steal it, just like Sausage Swiper but with a hook.
So he's like Candyman with a different motive.
Yes.
Okay. Instead of bees, it's like
Meat Hook. He sneaks into your bed and he hooks your meat.
Yeah.
Pulls it off of your body.
Okay, so I looked up the names of all 13.
thank you.
There's Sheepcoat Clod, Gully Gawk, Stubby, Spoon Licker, Pot Scraper, Bowl Licker, Door Slammer, Skeer Gobbler, Sausage Swiper, Window Peeper, Doorway Sniffer, Meat Hook, and Candle Beggar.
Okay, I just want to preface all of those sound like slurs for an angry
Yes.
dad.
Yes.
For an angry dad.
Yes, like a
I
drunk.
remember in the video when Sam he would like say their name and then say what they do. He was like Spoon Licker. He licks spoons. Bowl Licker. Get this. He's like Spoon Licker, but get this. He licks bowls.
The Meat
They're
Hook.
different.
Meat Hook is a different story.
I remember Stubby's just short. He's just shorter than the rest of them, so that's his name, Stubby.
That'd make Snow White so much more interesting.
It would. Imagine a guy like a dwarf named Skeer Gobbler coming in and gobbling up all your skeer or curds,
Yeah.
whichever.
And then there's just Meat Hook, and he's just covered in blood, and he's got a Candyman hook for a hand. They're like, what's his deal? And he just eyes pointing in separate directions, vacant stare. We're not really sure about that one. He doesn't speak much.
He just kind of hooks meat. It's kind of what he lives
kind of
for.
there.
Of any variety. He doesn't discriminate against the meat.
Exactly.
I've seen him hook rabbits, turtles,
He'll-
dogs, cats, people.
He'll rip your labia right off. He doesn't discriminate.
Oh my God.
Cock gobbler, labia licker. There's just a lot that you could do with these.
My thought is, where do these things originate? It's like,
It's Iceland.
well, but it's like they saw someone.
The fumes.
Someone saw 13 dwarves, And they're like, what were their names? It's like, how should I fucking know? Like,
One of them was sniffing under my doors. The other one was licking all my spoons. Like, what do you want from me? Fuck you want from me?
one of them was like grinding on a meat hook or something. I don't know. I got weird vibes from that one. One was just gobbling all my curds.
One of them was just standing outside and looking through my fucking windows. Like,
Just one of the names to be straightforward and as easy to follow as possible.
and one of them just really short, so I just kind of call him Stubby.
anyway, so I can't wait for the 13 Yule lads to visit us this holiday season.
Do you think they're malevolent or they're just kind of like mischievous?
One of
little
them's
guys?
got to be a little
Like,
quirky
Clearly pests.
I think
Well, like if you catch them, are they just gonna like kill you and lick your spoons
Is
in
it like
front of you?
a gremlin kind of situation?
I'm not entirely sure. I think they're just little dudes,
clark. They're just little guys.
just short little dudes.
Are they ugly?
Probably they're
What
elves.
happens-
They're little elves.
what happens if you feed them after midnight?
They turn into the gremlins.
No, that's if they get wet, right?
I think it's both.
It's both. Well, no.
I think if they get fed, they grow.
If they get wet, they multiply, and if they eat after midnight, they become Malgwai or gremlins.
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 What if you put them in the microwave? What happens then?
They explode like a hamster. But
like a hamster? Is that your tradition, Kagan?
They explode
That's
like
your
my cat
holiday
3 years
tradition.
ago.
no, like in our last episode, my holiday tradition is ripping a dog in half day.
Yeah. Whose dog are you ripping in half this year?
The wiener dog. Well, I kind of roll a dice, and then that dice corresponds to a dog.
Okay.
Sorry, Lucky, you rolled a 3.
So I have to rip you in half now.
And not in the good way.
I'm just the messenger.
I'm going to turn into a truck now.
Jake, it's your turn.
Church, a big church,
Birch, a church, a cha-cha, ka-ding, ding, church.
ding ding church.
Okay,
Okay,
Let
this
me
is
begin.
I only have two, but this one's it's just a short little thing, and I don't even know if it's true, but I thought it was funny. And I thought that Ethan would like this one. Carolers would break into landlords' homes and demand their best food and wine. I don't know where that originates, but I just found it funny that they would start singing and probably in a mob like down the streets, and then arrive at the manor at the end of the cul-de-sac and be like, I'm going to break into your house and steal all the good shit.
You got any charcuterie boards in there? I'm craving some cheese.
Are they armed with pitchforks and torches?
Guns.
Guns.
Even
and-
better.
Yeah.
They're
No.
libertarians, Ethan.
It's like
They like
better be
civil
little
liberties.
L
I
libertarians.
can't remember if it was Clickhole or The Onion, but they released like a Christmas Carol one Christmas that was Jesus broke into my house and is eating all my food.
Yeah.
It's just a nice, beautiful Christmas Carol about Jesus just kind of breaking in through someone's window and raiding their fridge and eating everything inside.
Turns
I would
out it's
do
just
that.
a homeless man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, interesting.
No, that was a short one. I just thought it was funny.
That is pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
They just form a flash mob and take all of his good shit. It's like, what loot you got?
I just thought it was funny because they're singing the whole time, like cheery Christmas carols, and then they're just fucking.
As they're beating him to death with
It's
a
like
club,
the
they're
Purge.
just singing.
Yeah, it's like the Purge in the manor, and they're just singing the whole time. And
They're
They have,
bashing
like,
his head in with the club
his
chest.
wife and
Nuts
daughter are tied
roasting
up in the
on an
corner.
open fire.
His wife and daughter are tied up in the corner as they're beating him to death in front of them while singing a Happy Christmas Carol. Like,
Just beating him. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
oh shit, Kagan, my other one actually correlates with yours. You were talking about the Yule lads.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is their mother, Gryla.
Grilla.
Grilla.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Did either of y'all talk about the cat?
The big
No.
cat.
No.
I can talk about the cat.
Do you have more to talk about Grilla?
Well, it's the Yule lads, and then you have their parents, which is Grilla, and the dad's name. I forgot his name.
Yeah.
And then there's the cat.
And then there's the cat, who has a name so long that I can't even
Try
consider.
to pronounce
Let
it.
me look it up.
Grilla is an ogress.
An ogress. Ooh.
An ogress.
Like Fiona from Shrek.
Yeah.
Do you have her husband there?
No, I don't. It just mentions the husband, but doesn't say the name. Yeah.
I remember in the Sam Manila video he talked about that too, but I forgot it was their mother who is.
This one's really cool, though. Actually,
What does
it,
it look
it says the giant. Well, I don't have a picture of her, but it says the giantess. This giantess is one of the most evil figures in Icelandic folklore, and horror stories about her are still told to children over the festive season. And throughout the year, it is said that she collects whispers about children around the island misbehaving, and when winter sets in, she sets out to gather them. That's pretty cool.
Apparently,
So
it
she's
says
just Krampus.
she eats them.
Yeah.
And it says that she's described as having horns, cloven hooves, and 15 tails.
That's actually kind of cool.
She's
Ethan,
more.
what do you
Does that
mean?
make her more powerful than the Nine Tails?
Does she have the cloak?
She's the strongest Jin Cherokee.
Her husband's name is Lepaluli, and he's a lazy troll man who mostly stays at home in their cave. He is the least threatening member of the family, as he does not exert any influence over her evil tendencies.
So he's just pussy whipped.
Yeah. And then they also have a huge black cat. Some people call it the Yule cat.
It's a very bland name.
I'm looking at a picture of the Yule cat right now.
Yolako Turin, or something like that. He's a giant black hairy cat who eats children that don't receive new clothes for Christmas.
That don't?
Yeah.
So if you didn't ask for socks, you're fucked.
Yeah.
It's like, Mom, where are my clothes? Oh, I didn't get you any.
Okay, so
I'm
what
going
have
to
you
die.
done? Yeah, what have you done?
Man, this whole family's fucked except for the dad. He just kind of stays home and watches TV.
I don't know.
Is he
He's
just
chill
a chill
like
guy?
that. He's just a chill guy.
Apparently, this huge cat roams the countryside on Christmas Eve and eats children.
You notice how every beast and creature just kind of roams the countryside? Do you think they ever bump into each other?
You notice how they all just kind of eat kids? Like,
She is just like Krampus, though, because it says here, and I'm looking at a website called Guide to Iceland, and this little blurb is what I just read. It says her appetite for the flesh of naughty youths. Oh no! What did I do? 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 No! Go back! Go back!
Do you lose it?
No, I didn't. Yes, I did. Her appetite for the flesh of naughty youths is insatiable. Each year, she finds no shortage of her favorite crop, collecting them up in a sack like Krampus, and then she cooks them in a pot and turns them into a giant stew like Krampus that will sustain her until the next winter.
like Krampus.
Like Krampus.
Dude, so she meal preps.
I mean, she
She's
do. She
bulky.
got that shit in bulk.
Yeah.
You think she adds rice to it? Uses a rice cooker?
I mean,
Coconut
she's
rice.
got enough protein.
I think she uses an air fryer.
She
You,
puts them in an air
clearly
fryer.
don't own an air fryer.
Yeah, it seems this whole family is just kind of like, just likes to eat kids, except for I think the dad also eats kids, but he just kind of eats them after they're brought back to the house.
Yeah, it says that he's the least threatening member of her family. He is. I don't know what this means. What does browbeaten mean?
He's pussy whipped.
Pussy whipped. Okay,
It's
so
just-
you said that earlier.
That's just what I'm
To
browbeating.
the point of pathetic. Okay, perhaps out of fear of what would happen to Grilla's or what happened to Grilla's previous partners. Okay.
Yeah, so he's scared of his wife.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
scared that she'll eat him. Yeah.
Browbeat.
Yeah.
Intimidate someone typically into doing something with stern or abusive words.
So yeah, Kagan was right.
Homeboy needs some help.
He's gonna get eaten.
Someone help Lepaluli.
Help that guy.
Get this man some help. Hashtag me too Lepaluli. Me too Grilla.
We should put that in the hashtag.
All right, Ethan.
Write it down.
Let's see what you got.
Tell us
Mine
something.
are not holiday themed.
They don't have to be. Just traditions.
Every day's a holiday if you're feeling jolly enough.
Okay, this one's pretty. It's not bizarre, but it's definitely
Yes.
out there. Throwing
Okay.
cinnamon at single 25-year-olds in Denmark.
That seems very specific.
This long-standing tradition in Denmark is customary if a man or woman turns 25 and is still single. Firstly, they get splashed with water, and then they get covered from head to toe in cinnamon.
Oh,
It's not a
gross.
form of punishment, but more just an excuse to be silly with friends and family. But when people turn 30 and are still single, the cinnamon gets replaced with pepper. And sometimes an egg in the mix is thrown in to help the mixture stick to the person.
So, first off, Denmark has a really weird take on the cinnamon challenge. Second off, what is it with like Northern Europe and like the islands up that way with just having all these strange, out there, weird traditions that probably originate from their old pagan theology?
Yeah. Dude, I don't know about you. They said it was a funny little prank. I'd be pissed if someone threw cinnamon on me.
And the egg, like, come on now.
If they
They mix
doused me,
it,
if they
and
doused
then,
me
like,
with
the
water
coaching
and then
in it.
threw
No.
cinnamon on me and it stuck to me, I would not be happy. I would be
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck, man?" Like,
You get to clean this off.
yeah, you
Got
get
the
to clean this
cinnamon
up.
chafes.
and you have to lick it off me.
Cinnamon chips.
At least to smell good.
Gold bond.
Foot powder.
But honestly, I would actually take that over swallowing straight up cinnamon, Adam.
You wouldn't be able to. Your
True.
mouth would be just dry. You wouldn't be able to swallow it.
Well, that's
You'd
the
choke on
Have you
it.
never done the
That's
cinnamon
the-
challenge?
Yeah, that's
Adam,
That was a
remember?
thing online where people would take like a full tablespoon of cinnamon and put it in their mouth and try to swallow it.
you've
Oh,
never,
I didn't think they tried to swallow
yeah,
it.
that's
that
the
was
whole-
the
I just
goal.
thought they
challenge.
put it in their mouth.
That was the challenge.
I've never seen someone succeed.
Adam, me and you did it in shop that one time, remember?
Yeah.
And I did it, and as soon as I put it in my mouth, I went, why is it spicy? And it shot everywhere. I was like, why is it?
Yeah, I love the videos of people being like cinnamon challenge. And they put it in their mouth.
Curse of raw.
They immediately just fill the room with a cloud of cinnamon.
Yeah, I
That'd
would
be
take
funny.
that though over swallowing the cinnamon.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Hell no.
Dude, some of these traditions are just like an excuse to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's what I was going to say.
Is it back to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yay. So in Ukraine, haha, topical. Oh my god. In Ukraine, there is a piece of folklore known as the legend of the Christmas spider.
Ooh.
In this story, apparently a woman and her children were living in poverty in their home when a tree started to grow in their house. Somehow.
It grew through the foundation, red.
I guess. On Christmas Eve, the tree became covered in spider webs, and when they woke the next morning, the spider webs had turned to silver and gold.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, so now the people of Ukraine will often decorate their trees with spider web ornaments as a reference to the tale and the family's good luck.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
What are those Christmas decorations called? Is it called Tyndall?
Tinsel?
Tinsel. Yeah, they're what?
It made me think
Tyndall.
of from an old Drew Gooden video where he's talking about like Christmassy stuff and like old people complaining is like, oh, I miss Christmas back in the good old days when trees looked like this. And there's like a picture of a tree covered in tinsel.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can still decorate your tree this way. Nothing's stopping you. It's just like he cuts in and he goes, man, Christmas used to be so much fun until the government banned tinsel.
But that story reminded me of tinsel, and it's kind of cool that it has. That reminded me of like an origin for it. It's kind of cool.
True. That would be pretty neat if like the concept of decorating your tree with tinsel may have
spiderweb.
originated from
Yeah.
that old like folk tale.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about how things are the way they are now, or why they're named the way they are.
Here's the real question. Did y'all ever use, like growing up, did anybody around you ever decorate their trees with tinsel?
Yes.
So you'd have like the tinsel that came in like, it was around a piece of string and you'd wrap it around the tree and
Yeah.
it would just kind of like branch off of the string, you know, a string of tinsel. And then you had like my grandma where she had a box of tinsel,
Like loose
tinsel, and you just kind of grab like a few fingerfuls of it and just kind of sprinkle it over the branches, and it would just kind of hang there
Yeah.
until the entire tree was just covered in a layer of just dangling tinsel. It was always a fucking mess. I
Yeah,
gotta
it's
say.
very messy.
It's like
My
the,
family
it's like
never
the
did
straw in
tinsel.
your Easter basket. Like,
Yeah. My family never did tinsel. We'd always do like burlap sack material almost, but that's pretty much it.
around around the
Like
the
it,
base
like
of the tree.
I don't know how to describe it, but you would put it in one spot and it's like it goes be like stripes going up the sides,
nah.
and you tuck it into the branches. It looks pretty good actually.
I've seen people do similar things with like ribbon, like strips of ribbon going around and going down the length of the tree, like all the way
Yeah.
around.
Ooh, I have a question. Ornaments for Christmas trees. Was that a huge thing for any of you guys as a kid? Like going to the store and getting like a
Yep.
really good ornament,
Yep.
or one that was just like from a movie that you'd watched, and yeah,
We didn't really do that.
you didn't really do that.
We just had a couple of boxes of the various like round ornaments, different colors and shiny and
mean,
sparkly.
On my Christmas tree, I've got a Death Star ornament. I've got my first ornament I've made. It's glass.
We
And
did
then
have ornaments
Ron
like
Swanson,
that.
Swanson,
from Parks and
yeah.
Recreation.
Is that? That's
What?
not Han Solo, is it? Right there.
Yep, that's
That
fine.
is Han Solo.
She's
okay.
got a bunch of Star Wars. She's
Okay.
got Ahsoka right here, Luke right there.
I've got
Rex
Leia
right
over
there.
here
I
posed
love
up.
that. I love that.
Thank you.
I also made a lot of Christmas ornaments whenever I was in school.
Yeah.
and I still have them.
We
It was
did
really
have
cool.
like
Mine broke.
we did have a handful of like ornaments that we'd either made at school or they were like, you know, ones that was like had our names and like a baby photo and like an
Yeah.
ornament that my
Yeah.
mom had from whenever I was little. And like we had ornaments like that, but we didn't really like go to the store to pick out a cool ornament or anything.
Something that never made sense to me was getting those really expensive ornaments and two very heavy ornaments.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't ever stay on the, like you had to reinforce it with like 3 or 4 different branches just for
Yeah.
this one ornament. And we had one, there was this Rudolph ornament. I think we still have it. And it had a button on the back. It was like a huge base of what looked like ice, and then Rudolph was on the ice. And if you pressed the button on the back, his nose would light up, and it would sing the entire song. It was so annoying. It was so annoying. But I liked it for a while. But my mom got so fed up with it, she took out the batteries, I think.
Yeah,
And,
I'd get upset with it.
Also, the batteries weigh it down too. So
Did y'all use like fake trees that you'd buy at the store, or did y'all ever like go out with your family to like
My
a tree
family's
farm?
allergic to trees.
Yeah,
we
Actual
never had a
pine
real
trees and
tree.
stuff.
never had a real
Yeah.
tree.
Kayla's family did a real tree, and I hated it because it was so fucking messy.
Yes, that was
bet.
another reason.
Yeah.
Fair.
And I worked at Hobby Lobby, dude. I fucking had plenty of experience with Christmas trees.
Yeah, we always just did fake trees because I mean, real tree.
They're easier to.
Yeah.
You can keep them stored.
What
too.
pisses me off is they never fit back in the box.
Yeah, you have to
Oh my
fold the branches
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Like at Hobby Lobby, they'd be like, take the display tree down because they'd sold all the other ones. So we take the display tree down. And I had to put it in the box, and it would never fucking fit in the box no matter how much I'd stood on it or pressed down on it. It just would.
I hate that. It's
And
like,
I just hand it to him and be like, this is the best you're going to get, man.
it's
Yeah.
the same thing as like making the sandwich. You're all happy, but putting the stuff
Putting the
back,
stuff
it's
up.
like-
Yeah.
It's, and specifically Christmas trees, like putting them up. It doesn't matter what kind of Christmas tree it is. It fucking sucks. It sucks. It
Yeah.
always. It's awful.
Yeah.
The
my
only
mom-
part I hate about Christmas trees is fluffing the branches and then compressing them back.
Yeah, my mom's like, hey, do you want to come over and decorate the tree? And I'm like, sure. And then she's like, hey, can you come help me take it down? And I go,
Yeah, I'm kind of busy today.
kind of busy
Yeah.
until you take the tree. I'm going to be busy until that tree comes down.
Yeah.
I made
But-
plans.
Kagan, did you ever have any of those ornaments?
Um,
Any cool ornaments that you remember? I have a couple.
I had a Lego Batman ornament from the game that I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was it like a Lego minifig, or was
No,
it
it was
bigger?
like- it's like
Oh,
that
it was
big.
Okay.
I don't really remember. My mom always had these fancy little like ornaments that were like crystals and gems
remember-
and
I
stuff
remember
that
them.
I was very fascinated by.
Yeah.
She has like containers upon containers of neat little ornaments, so I never really felt the need to go get them. I was just like, these entertain me enough.
Mom's ornaments always were dominant on the tree. You'd have to look to find ones that you put up.
There is one that she has that she always puts up, and it's a picture of me and her when I was real itty bitty.
Yeah.
Oh, I do have an ornament of Kagan and I. There's
Oh.
a picture that There's a picture that we put in.
That's
ornament.
sweet.
I know. It was so cute because we went to some place and we had like matching outfits. Yeah.
Oh, that was at Kohl's.
No, there's that one, and then there was one where we were both wearing green shirts and jeans or something.
Oh,
like
that was at Bass Pro. We were going to the
That.
state fair.
Yeah.
You had that bowl haircut.
It did. Yeah.
And I had the fucking fuckface McGee glasses. Dude, I
The
look like a
shit-eating
fucking.
grin.
I look like a fucking dork in the
Dude,
picture. I'm like,
I hated it when you're because your mom loves pictures. So does my mom. But I hate
My mom
like
does,
smiling
too.
for. I hate smiling for pictures.
She has to have a picture for every
Yep.
waking moment.
my problem is I can't force a smile. I can
neither.
smile
I
like
can't either.
naturally, but whenever I smile like forced, she's like, "Don't give me that." It's like, I don't know what you want.
What do you
from
want from me?
me." Yeah,
A smile.
I want to smile.
That's
I'm
not-
trying. It's gonna make me look weird or creepy, and then you're
Yeah.
gonna get creeped out by my eyes because I'll make them real wide.
Then she'll end up deleting the photo 10 minutes later. Like,
Yeah.
Like, what was the fuss for?
My mom does this thing where she's like, "We'll stand here all day," and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
"No, we will not. I will
Yeah.
figure a way out of this."
Do you remember? Do you remember that one time before? Sorry, what?
Kagan said, I will figure a way out of this. And like, Jake's also posing for the picture, and he says, I will finger my way out of this.
Do you remember whenever she had us do that shit in front of our high school?
Yes.
It was just in front of the middle school. It was the middle school.
Yes.
And
I remember.
we were there for like, it felt like an hour, like, or 30 minutes or something. And she wanted so many pictures, and we had to like make different poses. Our smiles weren't right. We had to do this and that. Do you remember that?
Yes.
Oh.
I remember that.
So trust me, Jake, that's one of my worst memories.
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember very
it quite
vividly.
not fondly. What's the opposite of fondly?
Not fondly.
Not fondly. That's it, Adam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Not fondling.
Not fondling.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Back to the topic at hand.
I'll go next. This is from Catalonia, and it's the pooper and the pooping log.
okay.
It's from Spain, right?
Yeah. For some inexplicable reason, Catalans observe not one but two excrement-based Christmas traditions designed to put a smile on everyone's faces. A figurine of a pantsless man laying a cable that snuck into nativity scenes alongside Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. The second is Cagatio, or the pooping log, is a small stick with a grin on its face that lives on the dinner table in December. After being kept warm with a blanket and fed every day with nuts and sweets, it gets beaten with sticks on Christmas Eve to poop out presents.
Jesus is saying, what the fuck is with this shit? What is this?
God,
I
that's
died
so
for
cool.
you, and you do this?
So from what...
God, that's so cool. I wish Spain was real.
So the way I was reading that was they lay a stick on the table and they feed it sweets and nuts, and then they proceed to beat the shit out of it with more sticks, literally beat the shit out of it so it poops out presents. What?
Yeah, that was my whole reaction while you were reading that. I was like, what?
Okay, Spain went and destroyed the Holy Grail, or the Fountain of Youth, and then they do traditions like this.
And then they make a log shit presents out. Like, yeah, it makes sense.
I kind of fuck with it.
It's like a pinata.
Yeah, I kind of fuck with it.
Except it's
that's the
not.
origin.
It's a pooyata.
That's the origin of the that's the origin of the Hispanic piñata.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the Spanish puyata.
Can't tell if you're serious.
Not
No,
the
not at all.
yadas.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking about? Dude,
Oh my God.
also, whenever you talked about that, this podcast always circles back to shit or horses.
It does.
It's the horse shit podcast.
Oh,
That should be our motto.
The horse shit podcast.
Yeah.
yeah.
We should change our name. We're rebranding.
Tiny horse.
Tiny horse.
We're hungry. Who's next?
I have exhausted my resources.
Did you
I'll
use
be-
both of them
I'll be-
already?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
Yeah, because he used one to follow up your Yule ads.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So I apologize. I'll do better.
He messaged us. He's like, don't forget, guys, we need to have 3 examples of holidays. And then I come home after being at my mom's, and I'm like, did you do research? He's like, no.
No.
And I was like, okay.
I didn't do research either. I
And
did
then-
last minute.
And then I was like, well, because I'm a real one, I made 6 examples. And he said, that's why I don't pay. He's like, you see, that right there is why I don't pay you. And I appreciate it. And I said, but you want to know something else? I lied. And he said, that right there is why I don't pay you.
Yeah, but hey, I had at least 2 examples. Okay, so
You had something.
I had something.
Came to the
Something's
table
better
with
than
something.
nothing.
That's so true. Does anybody have anything else?
I have 2 more.
I
2
do-
more, and you have.
I still have 2.
Oh hell yeah!
Well,
Okay.
I have
another.
one more
You
because
can just- and you're. Are you done, Adam?
I have another.
You have another? Okay, let's have Adam finish his up, and then you guys can go back and forth, Ethan and Kate.
Cool.
Okay. My last one I just thought was kind of funny. I read them off to you before I read off like a brief summary before
Yeah.
you recorded. So in Japan, the special meal that everyone eats for Christmas is KFC.
I saw that one.
I did too.
In the 1970s, KFC in Japan started advertising a special campaign during the winter called Kentucky for Christmas. And during Christmas, KFC spells sells a
Kentucky for Christmas, KFC.
Yeah. So during the Christmas time, they sell like a special range of family dinners that are meant to help people celebrate the holiday together. So now in Japan, it's just kind of become tradition that around Christmas, you just kind of all gather around and eat KFC together.
That's not weird though.
It's
Sounds
become
nice.
It's
That's awesome.
That sounds like a normal.
Sounds like capitalist hell.
That sounds like a normal American dinner. We just gather around with a big fucking bucket of KFC.
It's like just wait until we have like Walmart for Christmas here, like
Oh god.
No, it'd be Bucky's if anything.
bussies for Christmas.
Pussies.
A very bussy Christmas.
That's funny.
Shut the fuck up!
Funny.
I don't say that.
You
said it
You
once.
do though. That's
So therefore
your
you said it
thing.
forever.
I've heard him
That's
say it
your
at least 3 times.
Oh, honey. It's
Don't
gonna be
give me that
okay.
look.
Oh, sweetheart.
When did I say it like that?
It was. I don't even
It's been
remember.
so long now, I can't remember.
Is it on recording or something?
No,
Yes.
Was it whenever we were gaming or whenever we were recording?
It's when we were recording. I remember it.
Well, let's
I don't
run
remember
it back and we'll listen.
Run it back.
I'm not doing that.
I'll find it.
Please do.
I'll find it.
Please do.
I will.
What, Adam?
What happened?
I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
Okay.
Efun.
My turn.
Efun.
So I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong. Polterabend in Germany. It's a unique tradition in Germany that is generally held the day before a bride and a groom are due to wed. It's a big party where friends and family gather at the front of the house and smash things on the floor, such as plates, flower pots, tiles, anything that makes a lot of noise. This is thought to bring good luck, so glass and mirrors are avoided, as glass symbolizes happiness and shouldn't be broken, and breaking mirrors is seen as bad luck.
That's pretty metal.
I don't understand what led them to believe that.
Anger.
They're German. That's just kind of like their bread and butter. It's just anger.
That's true.
Yeah, they just don't like fun.
Germany, if autism was a country.
Indeed.
I'd say that's more Russia, but, you know.
Semantics.
No, that's what would Russia be? Not autism.
If
ADHD.
Famine.
ADHD.
famine and poverty was a country.
Yugoslavia simulator.
Step 1, be born in Albania. Step 2.
Life is just a Bulgarian and you are a stolen car.
Have y'all seen the AI versions of DayZ?
What?
Have y'all seen the AI versions of DayZ?
No.
No.
Have you seen the AI?
Are you talking about Arma?
No, it's not Arma.
Oh wait, no, I have. I've seen what you're talking about. It's just an AI generated rendition of Daisy,
Yeah.
and it looks like it just looks like
It looks
Russia.
like Yugoslavia.
That reminded me of those AI videos that are being made now off of like images. So there's like an image that I saw recently of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Like staring each other down.
Yeah, doing like the face off.
Yeah, and then the AI video starts.
They
and
just
then,
kiss.
And they do that, and then they start like molding into each other, and like Mike or Jake eats Mike, and it's weird. Like they're weird AI videos, man, and they make me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Ethan. What's that thing
What's what thing?
That thing.
in front of the TV?
That is a radio.
Okay.
That's a radio.
I just had to ask. I thought it was a projector.
No.
That would have been cool.
What would it be projecting on that wall?
the
wall.
wall,
Yeah.
I guess.
the
It'd be a very
TV.
tiny projector.
I just thought it was a projector. I was like, I don't.
No.
I thought it might be like a Christmas decoration that like projects little images of like candy canes and shit.
See, that would be gay as fuck.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were gonna say that would be really cool.
No.
Because
My Christmas decorations are right there. That's
Jake
all I
and
need.
Kagan?
He pointed at us.
No, the tree and the lights.
Kagan, we're just decoration. Is that
Get
is that what we
out,
already do?
stroke 'em my, lick 'em my, suck 'em my cock. Yeah.
Get out of my house.
Okay, my last one was the Mary Lwyd.
Louis.
Lwyd in Wales. Welsh culture is ancient and steeped in superstition. It's not surprising, therefore, the residents of South Wales enjoy parading an undead horse around their village to celebrate the happiest time of the year.
Undead implies it's
It's just the skull of a horse.
It's a horse skull.
Horses and shit.
This is one of my
so
favorites.
it's dead.
Yes.
Well, it's like implying it's a zombie.
They paraded around. So
It's essentially a puppet. They
they
attach a stick to the skull in a way that the mouth can move.
Oh.
And they basically here, let me just read it. Just
remember-
just
Okay.
listen.
Sorry.
Just
Yeah.
listen.
Sorry.
Where was I at? Rating village celebrate the happiest time of the year. In wassailing display dating back to probably Celtic times, the custom involves draping a white sheet over a pole with a horse skull attached and knocking on townsfolk doors, no doubt giving them the fright of their lives. The party carrying the morbid effigy then sing to the residents who are supposed to sing back before relinquishing some food or drinks. So another way I've seen it is essentially they show up and they have a rap battle. They essentially have a rap battle back and forth, and whoever gives up first, if the Mary Lwyd gives up first, they just leave. But if they win, they come into your house and raid your pantry, and so they just pull a Jake and eat all your food.
You don't eat all my food.
No,
That's because I don't have food.
Considerate.
yeah.
but they essentially just have a rap battle, and
Are you saying rap?
Rap.
battle or rat?
rap? R-A-P.
Okay, but
Rat,
they have
rat
a
battle
rhyming
would be
battle.
better.
It would be better. Like, that
battle
sounds
would be
cooler.
like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Just here's my scourge.
rodent battle.
Here's my scourge of rats.
My lightning rat
You
versus
guys
your
dropped your
rock
Pokeball.
rat.
What kind of Pokemon is that?
But yes, essentially what happens is a group of friends with one guy under a white sheet draped around him operating the pole with the horse skull. They rock up and the guy with the horse skull start moving the mouth and like singing something. Like he'll say a rhyme and the person inside has to respond in kind with a rhyme. And they just go back and forth until one of them loses.
I would just shoot them.
Yeah.
This was in Celtic time. They didn't have a gun.
They apparently
I would shoot them with a crossbow.
okay.
With a flaming arrow.
I was gonna say it's part of the tradition. It's just like a thing where everyone was kind of in on it. Where it's like,
But we forget Ethan hates fun.
And it's
so-
like, oh, there goes all
Get
my
your
groceries.
dead horse off my property.
Yeah, and if they win, they come inside and they get to raid your pantry.
they
for
drink all your
food
beer and eat
alcohol.
all your food. And then they
Yeah,
just
I would
leave, and they go
definitely-
to the next house. So it seems like it's more fun for the person dressed up than the person getting all their food
Yeah.
taken.
It's like, well, it looks like we don't get to eat this winter.
Like, I just went to Walmart.
I just paid.
Wales,
I
so
just
it's-
paid the baker, and
I
he
just
ga-
went to Walmart.
Walmart.
I just went to Walmart and got the
Walmart.
milk.
I got my whale mead.
Walmart.
I bought me whale.
That's stupid.
Wasn't there in
funny.
our gross food episode? Wasn't there a food from Wales that was like a seal carcass stuffed with like bird meat or something like?
Something like that.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
See, now that's a weird tradition.
it's not even a tradition. They just eat it
They
because
just
they're
do
weird.
because they're
Because they're in Walmart.
they eat
Because
they-
Whale Mart's severely limited on what it has.
they eat every third baby because they think it makes plants grow bigger. That's true.
Is Walter Walmart from Wales?
Walter
Walmart? Terry Target.
Carrie Costco.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It was funny, I think.
Walter Walmart from Wales.
Holly Hobby Lobby.
I think it'd be funny if his name was John Walmart.
John Walmart.
People couldn't figure out where to go shopping until John Walmart came along.
It said, "I'm gonna create a store to rival John Target's enterprise of Target."
Man, we really need to make a wall.
Mart.
Say that again.
Say that again.
Fucking that old dude. I think I've shown y'all. It's like my favorite bit from the Eric Andre show. It's like in between sets when Hannibal and Eric are just kind of sitting there, and Hannibal goes, "Do you ever think about the guy who invented ladders?" And he was like, "You ever think there's just before ladders, they were just sitting around, and a light bulb went out, and they're like, well, can't fix that shit." It was like they had to like start stacking rocks or something. It's like, dude, you had to keep going and getting rocks until Thomas Ladder came along and said, "Hey, I got an invention for y'all motherfuckers. Y'all been out here stacking rocks." And Eric just goes, "Thomas Ladder? It sounds like a little pussy."
Dude, I love Eric Andre so much.
So good.
I like the one where he goes to a car dealership on someone's shoulders in a trench coat. He's like, "I would like to purchase one of these automobiles, please." And the guy was like, "I don't know you like that." No.
I don't know you like that.
Yeah. And he's like, "What's this wrong? I am looking to purchase a vehicle." And he's like, no do. No do.
No sale.
No sale.
Either.
My turn.
Yeah.
This one doesn't really have a name. I couldn't find a name for it, but it's essentially baby tossing in India. Infants under the age of 2 will be
like seal
shaken by a
clubbing.
priest and then dropped between 30 and 50 feet.
What?
It is a ritual followed by both Hindus and Muslims in rural areas of the states of
Mudahar.
How do you pronounce that?
I'd say
Maharashtra?
I'd say Maharashtra
Maharashtra.
or Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
In Karnataka, with around 200 families taking part. The exact origins of the ritual are unknown. It's been around for over 700 years. thought to be connected to high infant mortality rates.
No
and
way,
lack of
really?
medical advances at time.
Life imitates art.
In the early years, unwell children were dropped down without protection, and it was believed the Almighty would miraculously save them by creating a hammock out of air.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night, bud.
They still do it today. Today, children are thrown onto a sheet below that's held by a group of men below. It's thought to bring good luck and long life for the children.
What if the kid just lands on their neck? Like, they're still gonna die.
It was the God's will.
Yeah, like if they don't land on their back, it just
God's
wasn't meant to
plan.
happen, big boy.
I mean, after a while, you think they'd be like, maybe this doesn't work because they keep fucking exploding when they hit the ground.
See, that's the thing about tradition.
That that reminds me of Kagan. That reminds me of Midsummer, when the older generation, they're done with life and they jump off the cliff and they're supposed to die, but then the one guy doesn't.
And so they just get a big wooden mallet and smash his head open.
Have you guys seen Midsummer?
It's a great movie.
It is awesome.
But yeah, like the old people, when they near the end of their life, they willingly jump off this cliff, and it's supposed to kill them. But this one dude, it just breaks his legs
didn't
and he's
land
like
right.
paralyzed. So they're just like, bring out the hammer. And this dude comes up with a big ass wooden mallet and just,
Head explodes like a melon.
yeah, it does. Remember when they put that dude in the bear outfit?
Yeah, that movie is like
It's so fucking weird.
It's funny, but it's dark horror. It's a good movie though. You should watch it. You remember whenever we saw it in theaters and there was only like a few other people in there with us, and like two older people walked out in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, fun.
Maybe it wasn't a good movie.
Maybe not to them. I've
heard good things about Midsummer.
It's great.
I've never heard
So
of it.
I'm gonna get on my soapbox for a minute about
Oh,
India.
boy.
This isn't gonna get
Okay.
this isn't gonna get racist. I promise. Just have you seen?
You heard about this Vishnu guy?
No. I'm talking about the street vendors. Have you seen the videos of the street vendors in
Yes.
India? Have you seen the one where the dude is cutting? Have you seen the one where the dude is where the dude is cutting meat with his toenail?
I have not.
You haven't seen that? He's got like things of beef, and he's straight up just slicing them open with his toenail and throwing them in a pile.
India is not known for being very hygienic.
No, they are not.
I will say, what about that Hinduism? It's like that ideology and that theology is like so hard. Like like all the gods and all the like artistic representation of the gods in Hinduism is like the hardest shit I've ever seen. Like Shiva and Vishnu and what's the other one's name? It starts with a G.
Ganesha?
Ganesha. Yeah.
Isn't he like an elephant?
I think Vishnu is an elephant.
No, it's Ganesha.
apples
Ganesha's an
and bananas.
elephant.
I know Ganesha is the creator, Vishnu is the protector, and Shiva is the destroyer.
Yeah.
Who's the hippo? Oh, that's Egyptian.
Yeah, that's
sorry.
Tarweret.
Sorry, that's wrong.
Man, why can't Christianity be as cool as all these like old like theological polytheistic like beliefs?
Old Testament was metal as fuck. What are you talking
It
about?
was metal as fuck, but like there is no like. Well, I guess the angels are kind of three-headed animal anthropomorphic.
I was going to say,
Be not afraid. This is the most terrifying moment of my life.
in the Old
Dog, I'm
Testament,
gonna keep it a beam with you. You are the scariest thing I've ever.
I have just shit my pants.
dude, in the Old Testament, there was straight up a king who thought he could be better than God, so God turned him into a feral man for 10 years.
Yeah.
Just out of, and dude became feral and just roamed the countryside for 10 years. Then after 10 years, he just turned him back to normal, and he just went back to being king.
He's like, hey, you like that?
I still think some of the hardest shit, like it's like God has ever said in the Bible, has been like, it's like part of the Ten Commandments or part of like the great sins. It's like, do not be wrathful. Wrath is reserved for me and only me.
Only me. Only I can turn you into feral dogmen.
Dog man.
Could it be a dog man? Could a dog man have done that?
She started giving me a knobber.
So the thing I was giggling at earlier, I kind of reopened the page where I found some of my traditions, and there was one that we didn't talk about. It was called, it's in Norway. It's called Hide the Brooms. And
I saw that one.
they'll take all their brooms and hide them somewhere so that it keeps witches and evil spirits from being able to patrol the nights on Christmas.
My God.
Damn, I got my broom on lockup.
Damn, someone
repoed my shit.
Repoed my shit.
Someone impounded my broom. They
They're
show
like,
up
well-
and their broom's got like a fucking donut on it, like they put on
like-
a car.
They're like, hey, Hilda, are you coming to patrol the skies? Oh, sadly, I cannot, sister. My broom got repoed. What do you mean?
Put it in the fucking cupboard.
that farmer over there put it in his cupboard, and I can't enter without permission.
He put a fucking boot on it, bro. Fucking boot on it.
I ain't
Fucking
going,
booted my broom, bro.
I
What
ain't
do you-
going nowhere without that shit on.
So no, you'll be going alone.
I will be here,
Yeah,
sad
Not
and
flying
alone.
with no broom. Sad shit.
Sad shit.
Oh, fuck. Well, I guess moral of the story.
Don't do weird shit.
America rules, the rest of the world drools. Like,
I think what we can take from this
I'm
is
quoting that. You should put that quote on your stories.
Should I?
no. Honestly, some of these traditions, like the annual baby tossing or whatever, it's
that's a bit. You'll need to be doing
that,
all
that
that.
one.
That
That one,
is-
fuck it. But all these
that's
other
ancient.
ones, they just seem interesting, and for the most part, they seem fun.
My favorite's the one with the little guys.
The little guys,
Little
Yeah.
guys.
Little goblins.
Little goblin guys. Yeah.
skier gobbler.
Curd gobbler.
I'll skew you.
Yeah, I mean,
That's funny.
overall, yeah, they seem pretty harmless, except the baby one. They don't need to be doing all that. There's no reason to be tossing a baby like that.
I
Like,
don't know, man. That pickle one seems kind of dangerous. I don't think we should be doing that.
hide the pickle.
Hiding the pickle. It's
I'll hide my pickle.
What?
What do you mean?
I was
by
gonna
that?
try and finish that sentence, but it didn't make sense.
What are you gonna say?
First off, Cheryl from Ohio is hiding a banana. Let's find out where. Giggity, giggity.
Giggity goo.
We'll be right back after these messages.
All right, what were you gonna say, Ethan? Finish that sentence.
I forgot.
Oh no, you
You
didn't.
did not forgore.
Yes, I did. I was gonna hide my.
You said something about hiding something in your penis.
I'm gonna hide
No,
the
I
pickle
was gonna
somewhere.
hide my pickle somewhere.
The worm that ate your penis and is now your penis.
3 people will get that.
3 people get that.
And they're all in this
We're all
room.
here.
One of us doesn't even understand. Well, spoon liquor. Plug our shit.
Are we done?
I think so.
Give me a spoon to lick.
I have one over there.
Sir, I think you've mistaken me. I'm actually bowl liquor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, I lick bowls. I'm like spoon liquor, but get this, I lick bowls.
Damn.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the It's Hard to Explain podcast. Given that you're actively listening to this, you're either on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts, and we make some pretty banger posts too on social media. We post on Instagram, TikTok, and X, Twitter. And yeah, that's it.
So yeah.
Happy holidays. Next
Happy-
episode is the last ever. No more after that. Bye.
Mary Chrysler.
Happy Honda Days.